Imagine yourself on a bright, sunny day, floating on the surface of a vast ocean. The water is crystal clear, and sunlight dances across the gentle waves. But today, we're not staying here on the surface. Instead, we are about to embark on a journey that very few have ever taken. A journey deep into the ocean, far beyond the reach of sunlight, where mysteries await. This is the story of the ocean's Twilight Zone, a hidden world that lies between light and shadow, a place filled with strange creatures, scientific wonders, and secrets that could change our understanding of life on Earth. As we begin our descent, we pass through the epipelagic zone, also known as the sunlight zone. Here, the waters are warm, and the sun's rays penetrate down to about 200 meters. It's a vibrant world teeming with colorful fish, playful dolphins, and thriving coral reefs. But as we dive deeper, the sunlight begins to fade, the water grows colder, and the familiar world above starts to disappear. At around 200 meters, we enter the Twilight Zone, or the mesopelagic zone. The sunlight is almost gone, leaving only a faint, ghostly glow. It's a place of perpetual dusk, where darkness and light are in a constant struggle. The temperature drops drastically, and the water pressure increases to levels that would crush a human without special equipment. The Twilight Zone stretches from 200 meters to about 1,000 meters below the surface. It's a realm that circles the globe, an oceanic belt that remains largely unexplored. Here, the darkness is pierced only by flashes of bioluminescence, a natural light produced by the creatures that inhabit this shadowy world. This dimly lit layer of the ocean is home to some of the most bizarre and fascinating life forms on our planet. Scientists at the Woods Hole Oceanographic Institution have been studying this mysterious zone for years. But even experts admit that we know more about the surface of the moon than we do about the Twilight Zone. It's almost easier to define it by what we don't know than what we do know. As we journey further into the Twilight Zone, we begin to encounter its strange inhabitants. Tiny zooplankton drift by, glowing like stars in the night sky. These tiny creatures are the foundation of the food web here, supporting a diverse range of life. We see schools of bristlemouths, small fish with large jaws full of spiny teeth. Despite their size, these fish are the most abundant vertebrates on Earth, possibly numbering in the quadrillions. Some of the fish here have adapted in extraordinary ways to survive in this low-light environment. For example, many of them have developed bioluminescence, a biochemical process involving the reaction of two molecules, luciferin, a light-emitting chemical, and luciferase, an enzyme that oxidizes luciferin to produce light. Bioluminescence is regulated through the organism's control of oxygen entering cells containing luciferin and luciferase in organs called photophores. But not all animals produce luminescence through luciferin and luciferase. Some engage in a symbiotic relationship with other light-producing organisms, such as bioluminescent bacteria. The bacteria obtains energy from its host and, in return, provides its host a source of light. This adaptation is used for a variety of purposes: communication, attracting prey, and even hiding from predators. Some creatures of the deep have mastered the ultimate form of camouflage, blending in with the very light around them. Take the firefly squid, for example. These small but clever creatures have special light-producing organs called photophores scattered across their skin. By adjusting the brightness and wavelength of these lights, they can perfectly match the glow of the ocean's surface above. This technique, known as counter-illumination, helps them disappear into the water, evading predators that might otherwise be on the hunt. As we continue our exploration, we witness a remarkable event that scientists call the greatest migration on Earth. Every night, countless animals from the Twilight Zone rise to the surface to feed, only to return to the depths before dawn. This migration includes fish, squid, plankton, and other mid-ocean dwellers, all moving in unison like a living wave. It's a daily journey of hundreds, even thousands of meters, all done under the cover of darkness to avoid predators. This migration isn't just a spectacle, it's also a vital part of the ocean's ecosystem. These migrating creatures play a crucial role in the carbon cycle by moving carbon from the surface to the ocean's depths. Carbon-rich planktons that consume carbon dioxide near the surface are consumed by these animals, and when they dive back down into the twilight zone, they take this carbon with them. Some of it gets stored in their bodies, while the rest is expelled in the form of fecal pellets, which sink to the deeper ocean. This process, known as the biological pump, helps to trap carbon in the ocean, keeping it out of the atmosphere and thus playing a significant role in regulating Earth's climate through regulating atmospheric carbon dioxide. The Twilight Zone's unique ecosystem is not just a natural wonder, it also provides essential services that support life on Earth. But this hidden treasure is under threat. The rich biodiversity of the Twilight Zone has caught the attention of commercial fishing industries. Countries like Norway and Japan are already harvesting small Twilight Zone crustaceans like copepods and krill on an industrial scale. Most of these catches are turned into fish meal for aquaculture or pet food, but there's a growing interest in expanding these fisheries. The problem is that we don't yet understand the full impact of fishing in this delicate ecosystem. The Twilight Zone plays a vital role in supporting surface water species and the global carbon cycle. Overfishing here could disrupt food webs, reduce biodiversity, and even accelerate climate change. In response to these challenges, scientists are racing against time to unlock the secrets of the Twilight Zone. The Woods Hole Oceanographic Institution, WHOI, has launched an ambitious project to explore this hidden world using state-of-the-art technologies. Researchers are deploying autonomous underwater vehicles equipped with advanced acoustics and high-resolution cameras to map the Twilight Zone in unprecedented detail. They're also using genetic techniques and satellite tags to study the behavior and migration patterns of its inhabitants. These efforts aim to answer some of the most pressing questions. How many species live in the Twilight Zone? How do they interact with each other and the environment? And most importantly, how much carbon do these creatures help to sequester from the atmosphere? As our journey comes to an end, we realize that the Twilight Zone is more than just a mysterious layer of the ocean. It's a vital part of our planet's health. It's a world of wonders that supports life, captures carbon, and holds the key to many scientific discoveries yet to come. But it's also a fragile world that needs our protection. The more we learn about the Twilight Zone, the more we realize how much we still don't know. But one thing is clear. The secrets of the Twilight Zone are not just important for scientists. They are essential for the future of our planet. So, the next time you stand by the ocean, remember that beneath those waves lies a hidden world, waiting to be explored, understood, and preserved. Who knows what other mysteries the Twilight Zone holds, waiting to be discovered by the next generation of ocean explorers? Thanks for watching, and I hope you learned something new today. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe.